Hey, Mike, it's Trevor Gross from CUTigers.com. Obviously, you did not get to play in the first meeting up at Notre Dame. How much have you just been waiting anxiously for your chance at those guys?
Uh, I knew about this game, before the season even started. Notre Dame was on the schedule, and with just a historic program like that, any opportunity to go compete against, a team with a history like that is huge. And so, I've been wanting to play since before the season even started, and I was upset that I couldn't during the season, but I'm blessed with another opportunity to go do it, and I'm excited to go get it now. Excited to go compete.
Just seeing what Ian Book was able to do in that game, is he one of the most challenging quarterbacks that you will have gone up against in your career?
Absolutely, man. He is a master of creating plays with his feet, man, and finding receivers downfield and just being a baller. He's a real baller, man. He's a nice player, man. He's elite. You know, hopefully we can try to shut him down, do a good job as a defense, but he does a great job of using his feet, extending plays, creating plays. Um, Great player.
Mike, this is Pete at Associated Press. Did you ever let yourself think like, man, if I were in that game, we probably would have won that game?
Nah, I don't really take that mindset going into it.
Yeah.
I know how we prepare as a team, every week, whether you the first guy and the second guy, you prepare to a certain standard. And so, regardless who it is, we all playing to win. And, whether I was there or not, I know, as a defense, we had things we had to do, things we didn't do. We just went out there and performed the best of our ability. And, we still got to get better and do better as a team. But, I wasn't thinking that at all. We still played really good. And, you just got to finish sometimes. And it is what it is.
Hey, this is David Hood with TigerNet. At what point in that first Notre Dame game, at what point did you know, hey, I'm not going to be able to make the trip and play?
It was early that week, I think. It was no. Yeah, I was trying so hard. I was recovering from a hamstring injury. And so I knew I wasn't gonna play the week before against Boston College. And so I tried to push it. I couldn't even run right. And I'm telling the trainers yo, I'm good to go. Let me go. You see, I'm good. Let me go practice. And I wasn't ready. It was just something that took time. But the second I knew, it wasn't looking likely. I tried to help, be a coach and, help put the guys that, that would be replacing me in the best position, both mentally and just trying to just be, a light for them. It's challenging. It is challenging going out there and playing. And, especially for a young guy. So, I knew I couldn't play. I just tried to help anyway I
So
could.
where did you watch the game? Did you watch it by yourself, with somebody? How did that go down?
I was at home. I was at home. I was on the phone for a little minute with my cousin Richie. Then I was like, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta lock in. I was just watching them play like this, locked in.
So what was it like? Obviously you can't tell us a lot on TV of what somebody's trying to do, but you're sitting there. Are you trying to make plays for Trenton Simpson through the TV? Are you trying to talk to him in your mind, and help him out? Are you trying to be a coach on the couch?
Yes. I'm in the room yelling. I'm yelling. Stay outside. Little things like that. Like he can hear me. But yeah, he did a good job. He's getting so much better, man. And it was actually good for me to see too. He was just playing. I'm trying to keep that same level, man, playing. So I was proud.
Hey, Mike, it's Josh from the Oh yeah, hey, it's Josh from the Post and Courier. We heard from Venables that Andrew Booth is someone who's this year. What have you observed from him in terms of him gaining confidence this year compared to last year?
You cut out a little second after you said Andrew Booth. What about him?
Oh, yeah, that Coach Venables mentioned that he was a lot more comfortable this year. What have you observed in watching Andrew progress and grow in terms of him becoming more confident this year?
I think the most obvious thing is he's a playmaker, man. Man can make some freak plays. You watch the tape, that's eye popping. And the one hand, that was crazy. But yeah, man, he's just, like you said, gotten comfortable. And, once you hit that comfortable state, man, you can go, it's easy to go make plays, once you're back down to just football, man. And he's playing fast, he's playing smart, he's playing with good technique, and he's continually growing as a player, man, taking on the mental aspect and, competing and, dominating at the physical aspect of it too, man. And he's gonna be a beast. He already is he's a dog right now. I'm saying he's got that dog mentality, I'm saying? He wants to win, he's a competitor. That's one of the main things. He's a competitor, man. He don't like to lose. He'll fight you till it's over. So he's grown, man, taking tremendous strides since last year. And I know by the end of this, man, he's going to be freaking amazing.
Hey, Mike, Lawton Swan. In your high school career, did you ever play a team twice? And what's this rematch, kind of going into it been like for you mentally?
I don't think I ever played any team, not like twice the same in the same season. Yeah, I don't think so in high school. But this rematch is like I said, it's playing somebody twice, something that's like I'm not used to. So it's kind of weird. Like, usually, you have 1 week and then it's like wipe everything away. Next week, let's learn. And now we have like stuff on them. Of course, they have stuff on us. We got film. On how how they'll react to things we do. And it's not as much weird, but it's just like kind of like an open book test. But it's the same thing for them too. So I mean, it's kind of just like trying to learn the same information again and just tighten in and lock in more on certain details. Maybe that we weren't as locked in on the first time. But this is also my first time playing them, so it's a new challenge to me too. So it's a little different.
Mike, can you hear me?
Yeah.
This is Larry Williams with TigerIllustrated.com. I know you're studying their offense, but I'm just curious, as a casual observer, their number 6 plays your position, really high-profile player. What do you think of him, and what do you admire, I guess, about his game?
I actually talked to 6 a little bit, man. He's a baller. He's a dog for real. Man makes plays. He plays fast, plays physical. I mean, I feel like he kind of got it all, man. He athletic. Seen him make some good plays on the ball. Of course, he had the touchdown against us. Dude just makes plays, man. He just makes plays. He makes plays 100%. And I remember even watching him last year. It might have been like Louisville or somebody they played. And I was like, who's that other number 6 over there? Chill, bro. But nah, man, he's a baller, man. He's the truth.
With college football having become such a space game with offenses, how important is it to have such a weapon at that position? Like y'all have had Dorian and Isaiah at times, and then you, and then him making such an impact for them. How crucial is it to have such a dynamic weapon at that spot?
I mean, I feel like it's become a huge part of the game right now. Just thinking out a little bit, times have changed when it comes to football. You got more things like dual threat quarterbacks. You got to have guys in space that can, do a whole bunch of different things. They might not be the best run stopper or the best, cover guy, but they do a really good job at both, and they can, help in both aspects of that part of the game. So it's kind of becoming, kind of like trendy, I guess. I mean, I don't know about trendy. I don't know too many guys like that, but it's definitely a help, man. It's like a Swiss Army knife. You know, you got a guy who can do a lot of things, and you know, a huge part of the teams, man. Huge part of the defenses now, and I've seen it start to become coveted at the next level in the NFL. You know, just find some athletic guys, you know, to help with these athletic offenses and athletic quarterbacks up there. I'm starting to really incorporate.
Hey, Mike, David Hale with ESPN. You guys were so, I think, influential over the summer in the role that you took on in organizing the community protest there at Clemson, but the larger voice that you had. And I'm curious how you viewed Trevor's role in all of that, because I feel like he got probably the most attention for it. I don't know if that felt like, you know, the white quarterback in the room was getting all the attention, or whether it was sort of like, you know, this role that he had offered maybe a different spotlight on things that you guys were trying to say, and maybe gave you a little bit of a bigger megaphone to say.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I agree with that. The second part, man. You know, it's, well, you got to think it's Trevor Lawrence now. You know, everybody knows Trevor Lawrence basically, and you know, it's not like me and other guys like aren't as known. But if you have somebody who's gonna be able to help get the message out, you know, why not use that? You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're using him either, but you know, like when it comes to like orchestrating everything, man, I feel like we all played, you know, pivotal roles in it. You know, nobody was greater than the other. But like you said, man, we all kind of had different messages within it, and you know, his message, you know, played a big part in who he was, you know, and you know, kind of what we were trying to change, just let things be heard, and you know, with who he is and with, you know, the national spotlight on him, you know, it kind of played in perfectly with everything. So, you know, he's done a great job of everything, man. Awesome dude. You know, he truly is a great teammate, great friend, and you know, I feel like he played his role perfectly. You know, I couldn't have asked anything more from him.
And I know you guys all took risks in doing that. I'm sure you all heard some blowback from folks who were probably not as open to hearing it as you might have liked. But I kind of think about other superstars. You know, people talk about Trevor as sort of the face of college football. There's not a lot of superstars who are super eager to put themselves in that position of being, you know, potentially judged for things that they're saying outside of football. You know, were you surprised that he took on that role? Could you have imagined yourself? Do you think you would have thought about how you approach things differently if you had been in his shoes? Anything like that?
I'm not as much surprised. You know, I know who he is as a person, as a teammate, and you know, he truly cares about his brothers, and you know, you know, it doesn't surprise me. But I understand also, you know, why he played it out the way he did. I mean, if he's passionate about something, if you care about something, you know, and you're a guy like him, guy like us, you know, guys in this program, you can't just sit there and let things happen, just not say nothing. You know, that's not really who we are as a program. I mean, look at us, you know, Coach Sweeney feels some way, you gonna hear. Yeah, just who he is, man. You know, he's a great friend, and part of being a great friend is, you know, caring about others and trying to recognize the situations also. And so, yeah, I commend him for what he did, man. And I don't think it was a challenge for him. I don't think it was hard for him. You know, he's just a guy who, you know, loves his teammates. Yeah, I feel like I probably would have did it the same way too, man. You care about something, you say something. Especially if you care about, you know, the other guys going to war with you. That's easy to do.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, Mike, this is Robert with the Clemson Insider, kind of playing off of that. You know, obviously Trevor and Darian got a lot of attention for the protest and what you guys did back last summer. I think a lot of folks in the media still don't know that was your idea, your baby. How did it feel for you to plan that from the get-go and then see a lot of the other guys getting a lot of the attention for it?
I don't really look at it like that. It was a group thing. I couldn't have done it without them guys. And everybody kind of played their own pivotal role. And so, You know, it's not really about me at all. I don't look at it as like a me thing at all, you know, because, you know, it wasn't a Mike Jones problem. You know, it was a problem for a whole bunch of other people. So if it any way to make progress or to help create change, then, you know, it's fine with me. You know, if they didn't mention my name one time, I would have been fine. You know, as long as it's helping, you know, that's what it really comes down to. You know, what type of change we're creating. So, you know, I was happy the whole time. If there was a thing I'd change, I wouldn't change. Like, there's nothing I would change about it. You know, I let everybody get all the credit. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? We all played our roles, and, you know, I was just appreciative to help do something here.
We have time for one more question for Mike.
Hey, Mike, it's Trevor again. I know obviously there's so much on the line with this game, but does it add anything at all in your minds? Just a sort of sense of ACC pride, the fact that, you know, Clemson's a charter member and you've kind of dominated the league for the last 5 years, and now this one-time member that's been independent for 130 years is trying to steal your trophy.
I'd say it's like more, you know, on my mind about us. You know, I think about since I've been in college, since I've been at Clemson, you know, we've won the ACC championship every year. And so, you know, this is going to our 6th in a row. And so I feel like we kind of owe it to previous teams. You know, they started it, you know, and they've maintained it and kept it over the years. They've kept the flame lit. And so, you know, it's up to us, you know, to keep that thing going. And for our seniors, you know, I want them to go out with a bang. For our young guys, I want them to see, you know, this is what we do, you know. And so not as much, you know, on the aspect of, you know, another group coming in and winning it, but more on us, you know, let's continue what we've been, you know, working on for years, you know. Let's not let them guys, you know, in the past, let's see, you know, things in doubt. You know, we're going to keep going on the tradition and keep winning as long as we can. So, yeah, just focusing on us and trying to win.